has been a well-noted innovation. We have used it as a response. They are working on the deployment and redeployment of missile systems in Europe, and we will continue this work, creating new systems. Are working on the deployment and redeployment of missile systems in Europe and Asia Pacific. And we used to have a treaty which regulated these activities, but it has now no longer in force due to the actions of the United States. We have underscored many times that we will not deploy intermediate-range missiles until the United States deploy similar weapons in a region of the world. That was essentially a unilateral obligation undertaken by Russia. But if the United States start deploying such weapons, then any and all such voluntary restrictions will be lifted. And considering the situation, we have to take additional measures to ensure our safety and the safety of our allies. The Oreshnik intermediate-range strike complex has been a well-noted innovation. We have used it as a response to the Western long-range weapons being deployed in Ukraine. It was used in a non-nuclear form, and we must ensure mass production of these complexes to protect ourselves and our allies, racking up their military expenses. They're deploying their strike groups near our borders. Now there are over 100,000 US troops in Europe, and this is far more than the warranted amount. They're also growing their presence in the Asia Pacific. The United States is creating new military and political alliances that undermine the established security architecture that had been created over decades. The share of state-of-the-art military equipment in nuclear forces is now 95%, and the basic principles governing the use of such weapons have been updated, as outlined in the updated state nuclear deterrence policy. And once again, so that no one accuses us of nuclear saber-rattling, it is a deterrence policy. Our priorities include maintaining the stability, strategic security, protecting territorial integrity and sovereignty of our country through the development of our strategic nuclear forces. And we will continue this work, creating new systems.